Hi, I'm Peter Ulmer. I'm married, couple of kids, and I live in Sydney. What is your hometown? My hometown's Sydney and the eastern suburbs more specifically. Born and bred, lived there my whole life. What has been your main type of work? When I was working, I was in sales and IT, although I started in accounting, and for a short time I dabbled in programming, but essentially sales and marketing in the small and medium computer market, Apple and PC. Why did you decide to get involved in the Mentoring Men program? In my late 30s, I decided to start my own business, having worked for others for many years. And to go into your own business is a mental challenge, emotional challenge, financial challenge. And so I sought out a couple of friends of mine whose business acumen was quite great and whose opinions I respected. And I sought their counsel. And as is often the case where you start in talking about business aspects and critiquing my business plan and so on and so forth, it quickly led on to the personal challenges of opening your own business. And not being a fairly conservative person, it was interesting that I was moving into something that was very high risk, and I really needed the support and the confidence that they gave me to move forward with that venture. And their support was particularly important in doing this business. What has been the best part of the program for you? I've really enjoyed a number of things within Mentoring Men. I've enjoyed meeting my mentee and working with my mentee over a number of months. I've enjoyed the camaraderie and the experiences of other men. And I've enjoyed also working in the business part of Mentoring Men. So those three areas I found to be very fulfilling. How did you hear about the Mentoring Men program? A good friend of mine knew that I'd been looking at a number of charities for quite a while and really hadn't connected with any of those. And when he heard about this new organisation, this new charity on the Northern Beaches, he said, well, you may be interested in giving this one a try. So I popped along and went to one of their breakfasts and really enjoyed what I was hearing, and I've continued on ever since. So I thank this friend of mine for alerting me to Mentoring Men. Do you feel that you being a mentor in this program will change your mentee's life for the better? I think there's no way you would consider going into a program if you didn't feel you couldn't make some positive contribution in the life of your mentee. So certainly for me, there's no question that I've joined because I want to make a contribution to the lives of other men. How would you rate your mentoring relationship? I'd rate it very well. I think it's been beneficial for my mentee. I think we certainly both enjoy catching up, and there have been certain areas that we've been able to refine in his life that I think he's found certainly worthwhile, and for me it's also just been a really fulfilling process. How likely are you to recommend the Mentoring Men program to a friend or colleague? I have already recommended it to a number of my friends. A former business colleague who's now a close friend has joined up, and he has a mentee, and I'll continue to advocate for this charity because I absolutely believe in what they're trying to achieve. Would you recommend other people to have a mentor in their life? Certainly for me, having a mentor was very beneficial at really quite critical times of my life. I consider myself very fortunate to have a group of male friends who are very intelligent, very opinionated, whose I have great respect for. So I not only have my mentor still in my life, but I've got a broader circle of friends that I consider myself very lucky to have.